12 is over fractions, decimals, and percents. You can convert among percents, decimals, and fractions. A percent is a ratio that compares a number to 100. The percent 7% is equivalent to 7 over 100, or 0.07. What I tell my class is, like, whenever you're trying to go from decimal to percent, they get confused on which way to move the decimal. So if it's in decimal form, you're going to take the decimal where it's at, you're going to move it to the right 2 places. 1, 2, like Dr. Pepper, DRP. You're going from D, the decimal, to P percent. If it's in percent, you're just going to move the decimal to the left, 1, 2, to go from percent to decimal. So that kind of helps them remember on which way to move the decimal if they'll just think of Dr. Pepper. All right, problem 1, we're going to convert 3.25% to a decimal. So all we're going to do is move, we're in percent form, we're going to decimal, so we got to move it to the left twice. So we're going from there, we're going to move over 1, 2, so we got to add a 0 because we started out here 3.25, 1, 2, and it ended up 0.0325. That's percent, and that's what it looks like in decimal form. Now we're going to convert 0.145 to a percent. Same thing, we're going to use the Dr. Pepper. We're going to go from here, decimal, we're going to go to the right. 1, 2. So it's 14.5% because we went from decimal to percent. Same thing, we're going from just a decimal to percent. 6 is a whole number, so we automatically know that the decimal is going to come right there behind the 6. So 6, this decimal will come here, we're going to move it to the right twice. 1, 2, it'd be 600%. Problem 2, we're going to convert 75% of a fraction into simplest form. So we know that the ratio 75 to 100, we know that 75 over 100, we just got to simplify it now. 75 can be divided by 25 3 times. 100 can be divided by 25 4 times. So we know that 75% of a fraction in simplest form is 3 over 4. Last example says we're going to convert 1/8 of a percent, 1/8 to a percent. So we know that when we divide 1 divided by 8, and whenever you set up the house, if we have the house drawn, we know that 1 is the first number, it's going to go on the inside, 8 is going to go on the outside. So when you divide it, it's going to become out 0.125. So now we got to go from decimal to percent. We're going to move it over 1, 2, so it becomes 12.5%.